Welcome back, you made it. Awesome. My name is Arcane Turtle, as you probably remember. Today we will go through the Battlefront 2 trailer yet again, but a bit more in depth, pointing out potential secrets and other potential Easter eggs. Anyways, leave a like on the video if you like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and maybe share the video. Maybe somebody else haven't seen some of this, because we're going real in depth on this one. Like, I'm gonna stop things and zoom in and everything. Okay, let's get right into the video, shall we? Very early on in the trailer we can see the main character's ship jumping into the Death Star over Endor. But one thing that caught my eye though when watching through this, like, look at this. Isn't this a rebel ship? Isn't this a rebel capital ship? I'm pretty sure it is. And if it is, I don't know what it's doing there, and if you know, please tell me in the comments down below. I'm just as curious as you might be. A bit further in we can see that they have also parked up their Superstar Destroyer just outside the Death Star. This ship is amazingly huge, and maybe we'll get to see it in game. You know, in the current one we can see it taking off from Solace, but that's about it. Right after this, the Death Star, we get right into Endor where the action is taking place, but do you see in the bottom right here the stormtroopers taking cover behind the tree? Now, it might not mean a lot of things, but it might mean that we have some sort of cover system in this game. Now, it might not be anything, it might just be for cinematic effect to make it look cooler, but you gotta hope for something. The elite just cuts down everybody, but look at this amazing melee kill, kicking him in the face, finishing him off. Now there's a droid in the background, but if you want to see and hear me talk about that one, you can go to the top 5 things you missed in the trailer. Now in this kick, the thing that makes me curious is that could you potentially have multiple ways of melee? In the current Battlefront you have the bow rifle which stabs, or you could just punch people. I mean, if you could have multiple different ways of melee, I would be really happy, and it would be hilarious to see people kick other people. Then again, this might also just be for single player for cinematic effect to make it look cooler. After going through the trailer frame by frame, when we come to this little place here where people think he's reloading or he's just overheating, failed or something like that, first I thought that this was a mag, the thing that I see right here, but it's actually his gun stock. And it might seem like the gun has jammed, and I took this discussion a bit to Discord. You can join it down below, there's a link in the description. And I asked people, what do you think about this? Is this a reload or is this a mag, or what is going on here? And there's a massive discussion on it, but I think it actually might just be a gun jam, so we don't really know anything more about ammo or reload, but the potential could be there. Tell me what you think in the comments down below, or on Discord. The next part here, when they fly through the debris of the destroyed Death Star, showing that, the Emperor is definitely smithereens and very, very dead. Spotted anything that I haven't seen yet? Be sure to tell me in the comments down below. In the little chase scene we see here, there's the Millennium Falcon being chased by 2 Imperial fighters. In the background we can see Maz's castle, sorry for my pronunciation, and we can also clearly then tell that this is on the planet Takodana, which is really cool to see, and I'm hoping to see some maps in the game on this planet. I've mentioned something about these Sentinels before in a previous video, but it's also worth mentioning that the Sentinels were also armored and cloaked warriors, so they could basically also fight for the dark side. So we don't really know how powerful these will be, but maybe they'll be playable in the multiplayer as some sort of guard or hero, or villain for that case. I guess we'll get to see, right? If you want to see more of what I mean about the Sentinels, you can go to the top 5 things you missed in the Battlefront 2 trailer. One thing you might not really think about, but this little cut right here where you see Luke Skywalker and our main protagonist for the Imperial story, you can actually see that they will actually meet at some point and have a confrontation, and you can also see that R2-D2 is gladly with on this confrontation. And maybe we'll also get to know what happened to R2-D2 to make him go into the low battery mode after Luke vanished. As we can see here where the AT-ATs and Imperials are marching, we can clearly see that this is from Vardos, where is our main character's home planet. Also, we can also see that there's also some Imperial flags hanging around, which probably also says that the rebels have gotten here to create some chaos or do terrorism. Bad rebels. Okay, so this sequence here is very fast paced, but one thing that I have noticed is that you can see these missiles hitting the main ship, but as they hit the main ship, they cut to this hangar where it like tilts and this like fighters fly out and like fall out of the ship. Now, this ship that gets hit by the missiles look like our main character's ship. I'm not sure about this, but it could be, and if so, it looks like that might be a kind of a bigger ship that might be in like a battle where you would deploy fighters from in the multiplayer battle. Or this could be like a single player scenario for cinematic epicness yet again. I don't really know, tell me what you think in the comments down below. I'm not really sure where we are right here, but I did notice some few buildings in the bottom here and the TIE fighter screen, as you can see. I think we are above Takodana again, but I'm not completely sure, and it looks like there's some sort of air battle or mission going on above the castle. Here we can see Luke Speedo and Mos Eisley, and I'm wondering if you can actually ride these kind of cars, or like speeders, because you do see there's a person inside of it, and there's a lot of animals around it by the houses with saddles on them, so maybe you can ride multiple different animals. Later on we'll actually see a potential way of heroes being able to transport themselves around the map a lot easier. Yoda and Darth Maul. I don't need to say anything more, do I? Two cool things happening in this Hoth shot. There's a goddamn snowtrooper with a jetpack. There's also Tauntauns riding in, and the Tauntauns can actually kill people. Now that in itself is amazing. Now a bit further on you can actually see them also shooting from the back of the Tauntauns, and there's 3 AT-ATs, there's so much going on right here, and also it looks like Han Solo himself is riding the Tauntaun using the DL-44. I mean, this sounds like an amazing thing, and it would be cool if heroes could actually use vehicles and other kind of transportational things, as it would make sense because they aren't that handicapped, are they? They could open doors and shit in the movie, so let them do that in the game. It looks like it's gonna be amazing. We also here see the shield gate over Scarif. In the end here we do see Kylo Ren throwing a guy across a room and then probably killing him with his lightsaber. Now this guy he's killing is quite interesting because he has this massive headset on, so maybe he's a radio operator of some sort, or probably just a radar technician. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't, then you should check out a skit where Kylo Ren goes undercover. Finally, at the end, we can say that we can see a battle on Yavin 4, some separatist versus clones in the top here, and also a quick little recap of a few guns that has been confirmed through the trailer. The A280 and the E11 and the DL-44, and rideable Tauntauns, of course. That's definitely a weapon because you can kill people with it. Also, with the little seeker droid, the droid that was attached to the main character's back is an ID-9 seeker droid or a parrot droid. That has the shocking ability, and it will be interesting to see in the game. Anyways, also a huge shout out to Anne from our Discord server. She's also a moderator for helping me out with making this video possible, and probably a lot longer than what it would have been with just me working on it. Anyways, huge thanks. Go check out our Twitter, it's in the description below. And also remember to leave a like on this video as it helps us out a huge amount, and also subscribe and maybe share this video with somebody so they could maybe help us solve some of the mysteries, like the rebel ship in the middle of the Imperial fleet and Death Star. I don't know what's going on, man. Anyways, my name is Hurricane Turtle. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Baby, can you move around the rhythm so we can get with and turn around and get us a rock and roll round? Down, down, body, body, coming with the super hottie. Let's go. No, no, hell no. Baby, can you move around the rhythm 'cause you know I'm living in the fast lane. Speed up, it ain't no gate. Just turn up all the beams when I come upon the best scene. Hey, brother, what you thinking? That good old sound is ringing.